What's up? Thank you for being here. Back with another video. Today's topic is going to be the power of having a journal. This was something my brother taught me in high school. He always recommended having one just to kind of write stuff down, areas of improvement. But I think the place that I really used it most in my career was after at bats. If you can relate to me, how many times have you seen other guys or even yourself, myself included, once you get out, you're super frustrated, you want to come back into the dugout, throw your bat into the rack, slam your helmet, be angry, and it's totally right because you probably squared up a baseball and it just went right to someone. That's part of the game. In those moments, as easy as it can be to be frustrated and to be angry, I feel like all that really does is just exhaust energy and kind of takes your mind off of what's left and what you still have to do, which is probably go play defense, and you still got another job to handle. The power of the journal comes into play once you get out of that at bat. Say you're at bat, you get out, you strike out, versus coming back into the dugout and slamming your helmet and throwing your bat. You can run to your journal and have this is kind of your safe place to get your mind off of what had just happened. You can come back into the dugout calmly. You can set your stuff down. You can put your gloves up. You don't have to rip them. And you can open up your journal, and there's 3 things that you can write that you can help assess yourself and continue to stack good days. So whenever you get back to your journal, the thing that I would always write is what I saw and what I felt and where my mind was during the at-bat, right? If I can try and take myself back a minute ago prior to that strikeout, how was I feeling? What did I see? What was I feeling? Where was my mind in that certain situation? Secondly, I would try and look back on pitch selection. What did I see? What were the pitches that were thrown to me? What did I strike out on? What did I put a bad swing on? And I would just write those down. Lastly, I would say, what is my adjustment? I would write in that immediate moment, what could I have improved on? What can I keep in mind for next at bat? So when I come around for my next at bat, I can look at my journal. There's something I wrote for myself. I can coach myself. I can be coachable. And then I can go to that next at bat with something in mind. The journal is such a good way for you to stack great days. So many times when mid-season would come around and I was able to look back at my journal, I was able to look at all the pitch selection that I wrote on prior at bats, from practices, from games, and it allowed myself to improve just by simply coming back to the dugout after an at-bat, whether it was a hit or not a hit, and being able to write in this small little journal. I could see at-bats from the fall, and just allowed me to just narrow down on what I'm good at hitting at. Where's my pitch selection? What are pitches that I'm okay with hitting? Where are areas that I need to improve? And then when I would write my adjustments, I would look for anything trending, like, oh man, this is something that I keep referring to myself that I need to adjust. Or whenever I would go to the cage, I could look at my journal and be like, what have I been trying to adjust? What have I been trying to work on? I'm gonna work on lefty curveballs today, so today I'm gonna set up the machine and work on lefty curveballs. Your coaches can only do so much. At some point in time, you got to kind of coach yourself to be the player that you want to be, and only you know the player that you want to become. This is a small but mighty powerful tool that you can use. Allows you to just not be so angry with a certain situation, especially in this game of baseball. You can calm down, you can resort to your journal, you can see where you messed up, you can see where you can improve, and you can continue to get better. Appreciate you being here. If you have any ideas, shoot them my way. Hope you're having an awesome day. Until the next time, deuces.